Alright, so in this video, we're going to be discussing basically 10 things that Global needs to basically do, add, improve, or change any of that, any type of word like that for Global to be a success in the West and everywhere else in Asia that didn't get, and Europe that didn't get Black Clover before. So right now I'm in the Canada version, so we're going to be using this as our like main thing. Now there's already been like some good changes, right? We got skill page banners. They took out story tickets so we could have like a pretty seamless story run. Now of course they took away a good amount of crystals, but I already explained how many crystals we're getting, so if you want to check out that video, it's the one with, you know, in the thumbnail. They still gave us different types of rewards, so they did do a lot of good stuff too, right? Off the top of my head, I am kind of forgetting a lot, but they also gave us Charlotte, which was a pretty big thing, for free. So we should be expecting changes. They said they were going to basically make reduce grinding for XP and gear, and then at some point add real time also to global, so probably in December or January. But I want to mention 10 things a bit in regards to that that will be important. So first of all, they need good marketing, good ads, like good of all the above. And so far, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's been pretty nice what they've been doing for their like stuff. So they had a like a promotion where you could win 1,000 crystals. So like this got a pretty good amount of views on Twitter, you know, and the release date itself, 200,000 views, almost, pretty nice. So they're starting to do stuff, and I don't know for ads. You guys let me know if they are starting to do ads, because I'm in Canada, so we're probably not the targeted like promotion area since we already have had the game for a while. Now, the second thing is gear. So let's talk about gear for a little bit. Now, the two main parts to me is, first of all, the main stats. It's very hard to get sometimes even the right main stat, mainly for DPS, because first of all, you have to get magic attack and then attack. There's two different attack stats on both the square and then the other rectangle, not on Mars. I should probably go to like Noel. On both the rectangle and then the square, right? You need both of those main stats, and then you need the good substats. And if you don't have the good substats, then that sucks. And then you also need to upgrade those substats for that piece of gear to really be that much better. It could like give an extra 1000 CC just because of the substats, which is actually insane, right? Now the substats, in terms of actually getting the substats, has been fixed on KR, and we do need the substat rerolls to be there rather quickly, at least in like the first month or two. I think that if they get everything within the game within the first like month, will be pretty good. Now besides that, we also obviously need there to be a way to get like the highest rarity of gear much easier, because if we don't, then people will be pissed and people will not want to play the game. So that's the second part. And the third part is probably getting the upgradings of substats easier, because like if I go here to enchant, like you need to get purple, gold, or greens, and it kind of is annoying when you have to do that a lot and get a lot. So I'd say those three things: substats, upgrading substats, and then main stats, pretty much everything. So it seems like main stats will be improved in terms of being able to get more LR gear. Second off, we need to have the substat rerolls that are on JP right away. And third, maybe upgrade more, like get upgrades like the upgrade stones for substats a lot easier, are the three main things for me personally that I think will make Black Clover much better, because gear is a very important part. It's the part that people always grind towards, and I think at least being able to get the main stat, you know, would be a lot better. A lot better. Now the third thing is they need to shorten reroll time at least a bit. Before it was around like, I think 30 minutes to maybe an hour. On Pride when it said an hour, but I don't really remember. But you did need to get to, I'm pretty sure, episode 5 or even further to really get a bunch of the pulls. So I do think it's important, whichever part has Heath, you have to get around here to be able to get some of the pulls. So maybe putting it earlier, I think would be better, at least for people, because a lot of people do reroll, and rerolling is a very big tradition, I guess, in gacha games. So having reroll take a while, like I'd say it was about Genshin times, but I'm not 100% sure. When I make the reroll guide, I'll inform myself on that, but just shortening it a bit would not hurt, right? I don't think it would hurt, but you have to realize alongside that, they need to keep Charlotte. So what they did bad, sure, is that they increased the reroll time, but they gave us a free Charlotte in our first multi, guaranteed. So this is something we need to have, because Charlotte, what she does is she's an amazing debuffer that allows, if you kill someone, to get an extra turn on a mark, right? So that means your DPS, if you get like an SSR DPS, you reduce their defense, then you put the mark, and then you get a basically, if you kill someone with a mark, you get the person who killed them gets an extra turn. So this person, Charlotte, made it much easier to actually grind early on, because it was not that hard to kill. But like sometimes you wouldn't be able to kill everyone, you may be single target, right? So this mark allows it to where you are able to get multiple kills, which is why she was so good. And getting her for free on every account truly was amazing. It really was. Now, next up, they need to have the dispatch system relatively early or day one. Hopefully, day one would be the best, because it should be there around the same time on JP, so we should really hope. Now, what the dispatch system is, I explained it in one of my previous videos, is that it's basically like the Slime Isekai memory system, where you could do one of the normal dungeons, right, and put it on auto, and while it's on auto, you're able to do anything else in the game. So like go to your mages, level them up, just be in the game while your stamina is being used for any of these 4 things, right? You could be playing arena, doing limited time challenges. So I'd say that we do need for the dispatch system to be coming out. I think that it would be pretty important for us to get it, because like imagine you could just use your like 50 runs, or like 150 technically if you're on ×3, and then it's like, okay, let me do my arena runs, which I have to get to right now, well, after this video. So like you could do multiple things, and I think personally for me that would be a very good thing. Now next up, RealTime needs to be there rather soon. I would say I would like it / believe it should be there in the first month, but we're gonna, hopefully they're gonna add friendly matches. That's my guess. In December we should get friendly matches in Black Clover PvP. That's my guess. Oh, and gear setups are being refined. Well, that's already on JP, so I mean that's fine. That's good though. That's good. It's basically like you have 12 gear sets that you could pin and put on anyone, and you could use. It's much better. It's much better. It doesn't really say that we're gonna like really get this too early on. It's just saying they're closely collaborating with the game to bring more enhancements, more so in the future. So I really believe RealTime, like hopefully Friends will come out first month, and then rankings in January, February. Because if it comes out after February, I just don't see this game doing too well. RealTime really is going to be the make it or break it, alongside all the other factors, most of the other factors that I'm mentioning. Some are kind of small, but some are big, right? They need the first like week to be star. They need it to be truly just like beautiful, right? Now, I do want the banner schedule to be changed slightly. I think that they need to move certain banners up. Personally, I'm hoping for Midnight Sun, these two, plus where's Fauna? Fauna, and then Veto, who I don't have, those 4 to be on launch as dual banners. And then week 2 we get Kyoto and Kohono. That's my hope, so that Kyoto and Kohono have more of a time to shine. Because if they do that, then afterwards they're not going to be power crept so quick, since Julius comes hopefully in season 2 or 3, probably season 3. And then Charmy, who is basically the better version of Kohono, and same thing for Julius with Kyoto. Hopefully they're just going to come out later in general, so I'd say that they do need to move it up, so that like these units could be more fun, and like I could kind of tell people to actually summon. But overall, I probably won't. It's just going to be nice for some people if like they come out sooner, because I could just say like, yeah, if you're spending, then maybe you would want Kyoto, because he's going to make raids a lot easier. But I just don't think with how close he was to Julius on JP that you really should. But we'll have to see. But if he gets moved up, that's just going to be good in general. This kind of goes alongside, I'm going to guess chapter 4 is going to be up till launch, and then chapter 5 is going to come out very quickly, like I'm guessing 2 weeks after. So it would make sense to me if Kyoto and Kohono come out with chapter 5 like 2 weeks after. That would be pretty fun. I would actually really enjoy that. Now next up, I want the game modes to come out like quick. I want some of these like to be there season 2, season 3, and not like season 4, 5, 6. The first one is Event Arena, where like they restrict certain things or only allow certain things. So the one we have right now, you only allow DPS supporters or healers. No, wait. DPS supporters or Debuffers, yeah, those three. So that's like a type of event arena that gives you some rewards, some pretty good rewards. You get a lot of gear food, the 20% gear food, which we don't have any other way of like really getting that much. So to me, that's pretty good. But then there's also the actual game modes where it's like you're fighting 15 arena teams for very good rewards. And then the other one, it's 10 waves, right? I've already covered all of these. It's 10 waves where you have 3 teams that you could use, and you could only use sorry, the HP like that you lose stays as you go, and I'm pretty sure like it's pretty nice, right? So that one too's fun. The first one, I forgot what it's called. Tower of Spire is the tower one where like there's 15 arena teams, or 10, I forgot. And you start off at 0 with no skill page, no dupes, and as you get higher, you get more skill page dupes, and you actually get skill page and then more dupes in your character, so stuff like that. Then Advanced War is the one with 10 waves where you could only use 3 teams, that HP goes as you go. So yeah, it's we do need those types of things earlier. And I would also, to kind of point out alongside it, Hall of Illusions is a permanent game mode instead of limited time on normal challenges on JP. Because it's never gonna reset again, but they said they're gonna add like an event or another limited time Hall of Illusions type esque game mode. So it would be nice to also get those, but I'm gonna guess that might take a bit longer. But we'll have to see how it works out. It's just weird that Hall of Illusions is still limited time on here, but on JP it's never resetting again. But they also need to get the extra stages, like on CA at least, right? There's only up till 70 still, when I'm pretty sure they said they were gonna go to 80, but whatever, man. We don't have Raya yet, so that does suck. But yeah, anyway, game modes, they need to come quicker than they did on JP, because going 4 months without a new game mode is kind of rough. Or 3 months, I guess, but it's kind of rough. Alongside that, good JP updates need to come kind of quickly, because on Canada, like, we've missed a lot of good stuff. One of the main things is that animations for skill 2 have gotten rapidly increased in time on JP, where like let me go here. If we use a skill 2, even on ×3 and auto skip, right, you have to play through the whole thing, right? It's on ×1, but you would have to play through pretty much all that, but in ×3. Where on JP, it like cuts right after a certain time, like after 0.5 seconds. But we don't have that. We don't have gear pins yet when they're ready, or gear sets where you could pin them where they're already on JP. There's a lot of things we're missing. So I think that we need to get them pretty quickly alongside the dispatch system for there to be people that aren't too angry, because I think that it would suck. And especially because if it sucks that they're gonna bring certain things and they're not gonna bring others, right? They're gonna do certain things better than JP, and they're gonna do certain things worse. So I just think that that is pretty important. Now, the other thing is that the packs need to stay the same, because if they reduce the amount of currency we get and they keep these packs, I think that they're gonna do pretty good. These packs, not these, like, these are really good. 100 bucks Canadian, so like 80 bucks USD, I think. You get like 100 tickets. And then the premium packs, for a third of a crystal multi paid, you get 10 tickets. Stuff like that, right? And then there's daily packs where you could get like 5 tickets for 7 bucks. So there's a bunch of like really good packs. And then also the black crystals one time is very good. And then it's just all good packs, right? So I'd say that keeping most of these would be ideal in my eyes, but we're gonna have to see. But hey, bro, 9 hours and I get another multi for 400 pink crystals is pretty good to me, right? So that's one thing that I personally believe. And then obviously, I think that seasonals, I'll mention it again, but seasonals do need to kind of move locations. Season 1 is probably going to be the same. I'm like 99% sure, but future seasons, I'm gonna guess, is gonna move around. Maybe we'll get Noel later. That would be pretty fun, so that Noel isn't in meta too quick, and maybe we'll have a different type of meta on global. That's what I'm kind of hoping for the metas to kind of change up, and there being different kinds of metas, so I could, me personally at least, have more fun. But I think a lot of other people did play JP up till Noel, so I'd say that if they could have a different experience in Arena too, that would be good. So these are like 10 things, right, that I think they do need to change. Mainly gear and just adding the game modes more in time are two main things. I think they need to add updates quicker on just the global version than they have been on Canada, but I've been cutting them some slack because obviously it's Canada, it's a soft launch, so that's the thing. Now, Another thing, we should be getting chapter updates pretty quickly on JP. It's not JP Global. Hopefully we do, because we do need to, like, there's 7 chapters going to 8 now, so they could technically release one each month from now on and just be fine. But if they do it like to catch up, maybe they will. That would be good, but I don't think they will. I think they'll stay a bit behind, but to me that's fine, especially because they're fully voiced in English. I don't think they should go straight to chapter 8, but we'll have to see. But having a fully English voiced like story is very good too. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that. But I just thought of making this video because I'm like, why not? Certain people were saying that I don't talk about the bad stuff enough, but here is what I believe they need to change, or keep, I guess, in some cases, for global to succeed, because it's a very sensitive topic, or just a very sensitive thing, because if they don't do good enough, or if they don't do the right things, or they don't do it quick enough, then they just won't, what's it called, they just won't have the people stay, right? Because I was getting very good views, just in general. Like, my views for Canada were pretty good because people were playing the game, but then they diminished very quickly, which could definitely happen on global, so we don't want that. Anyway, that's it for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.